Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. A player with playoff experience and a former NBA champion will be essential to getting the Lakers in a position to return to their glory days and become champions again. Andrew Wiggins is a complete, solid player and a scorer. I suggest a trade between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Miami Heat, so Andrew Wiggins can come and play for the purple and yellow. Let's explore a potential deal with the Lakers. The Miami Heat should pay close attention to the Los Angeles Lakers' off-season search for roster upgrades. It just might be the key to solving Miami's years-long problems on the offensive end. The Heat, who haven't cracked the top 20 in offensive efficiency since 2021-22, per NBA.com, have suffered from backcourt shortages of scoring, playmaking, creation and shooting. Not even Tyler Herro's All-Star ascension could get them any higher than 21st in offensive rating this past season. That's because Herro can't do it all on his own. He and three-time All-Star Bam Adebayo, Miami's two building blocks for the post-Jimmy Butler era, might already be doing all the heavy lifting they can handle. The Heat need an external boost to power up this attack, and the purple and gold might have just what they need. This trade for Lakers guard Austin Reaves could be the missing piece for Miami's offense. Miami Heat receive Austin Reaves, Gabe Vincent and Maxi Kleber. Los Angeles Lakers receive Andrew Wiggins, Kel'el Ware and Jamie Jaquez Jr. Despite operating as a third option in LA, first behind LeBron James and Anthony Davis, then third fiddle to James and Luka Doncic, Reaves came close to earning his first All-Star invitation this past season. Even without the accolades, Reaves closed the campaign as one of only 12 players to average at least 20 points, 5 assists and 2.5 three-pointers, per StatHead Basketball. Maybe more impressively, he had the fifth most win shares among that exclusive group, 7.6. Some might be wondering why the Lakers would want to get rid of a player who's been so productive. And just to be clear, they seemingly aren't. According to Dan Woik of the Los Angeles Times, LA would only let go of Reaves if it brought back a top-tier big. Ware may have turned a lot of heads as a rookie, but it would still be a stretch to throw that label on him. The Lakers could still be interested in what the Heat have to offer, though. That's because a serviceable center, which LA clearly needed to extend its playoff run, isn't the only item on the team's off-season shopping list. The Heat could supply the Lakers with both a plug-and-play center in Ware and a lockdown wing defender in Wiggins. Plus, they could sweeten the pot with Jaquez, an all-rookie first-teamer in 2023-24. Reaves might still be the best player in the trade, but it'd be hard to argue he'd be a better complement to James and Doncic than the three players hypothetically headed to Hollywood. On the flip side, the Heat have a more pressing need for what Reaves can bring. They need another shot creator to lighten the load on Herro. They could use more shooting to give Adebayo more breathing room on the interior. And, frankly, they could simply stand to generally up their scoring output. Miami managed a, relatively, meager 110.6 points per game this season. That ranked 24th overall and was one of only two bottom 10 averages held by a playoff participant, along with the Orlando Magic. As for the rest of the incoming package, Vincent and Kleber would primarily serve as necessary salary fillers. From an optimistic angle, though, Vincent has succeeded in this system before, and Kleber has previously made an impact as a small ball big who pairs multi-positional flexibility on defense with a decent, sometimes better, shot from distance. Would this trade launch the Heat into title contention? Probably not. But could it provide badly needed two-way balance to a team that has had to work around some major offensive malfunctions for far too long? And in a suddenly wide-open Eastern Conference, maybe that's the difference between fighting for a playoff spot and snagging a top 4 seed next season. Another type of trade that could happen is the Lakers signing a young center. LeBron James is in disbelief after being named to All-NBA team at 40 years old. It was an impressive run for LeBron James this season. After leading the Los Angeles Lakers to the third seed in the West and an appearance in the NBA playoffs, LeBron was honored with his latest accolade, a spot on the All-NBA second team. On X, the King celebrated the milestone with a short statement of self-reflection. All NBA at 40. Low-key crazy to me right now, wrote James. Sitting here watching the playoffs, just thinking about it. Blessed beyond I can even imagine. The All-NBA rosters were just recently announced, and, as usual, LeBron James was among 15 players to make the cut. Typically, LeBron has been a shoo-in for the first team, but he hasn't been in that exclusive group since 2020. This year, while he wasn't top 5, LeBron still made All-NBA, joining Stephen Curry, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, and Evan Mobley on the second team, marking a league record 21st time that LeBron has been awarded the honor. It's a truly impressive feat for James, especially since he turned 40 in December. He's now the oldest player ever to make All-NBA, standing as a true testament to his amazing longevity. This season, his 7th with the Lakers, he averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game on 51.3% shooting. He was a leader on and off the court for Los Angeles, helping them to the third-best record in the West at 50-32. Besides leading the transition for Luka Doncic, James made history this season by sharing the court with his son, Bronny, as NBA teammates for the first time ever. As the king of longevity, LeBron's run is unprecedented in the NBA, and it's something nobody should take for granted. Now that he's on the outside looking in on the playoffs, LeBron can reflect on his season and appreciate how special it truly was. While the Lakers hoped for a better finish in the NBA playoffs this year, there's still something to be said about how they rallied together after significant roster changes. They found something special with Luka and LeBron, and if the Lakers can make some improvements to the supporting cast, it may just be enough for them to make a major postseason run. As for LeBron James, he's still undecided about his future. According to Rich Paul, his body is certainly up for the task, but it's his mental state that will determine what's next. After breaking all the records, he has nothing left to prove in the NBA, and he's already accomplished everything there is. But with Bryce expected to enter the league in 2026, it gives James at least one more reason to stick around. Regardless of his retirement plans, LeBron's standard of play will never waver as long as he's active on the court, and we've come to expect consistent greatness from him. No matter how long he's got left, James' career will always be legendary, and we may never see any player replicate what he's been doing over the past 20-plus years. Successful trade suggestion for the Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers receive Herb Jones. New Orleans Pelicans receive Dalton Knecht, Gabe Vincent, 2025 number 55 overall pick. The Los Angeles Lakers, aiming to capitalize on their championship window, acquire Herb Jones from the New Orleans Pelicans. Jones, known for his defensive acumen, averaged 10.3 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 3.3 assists before a season-ending injury and already has an All-NBA defensive first-team selection to his name. His addition would bolster the Lakers' perimeter defense, providing support alongside LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves. Los Angeles trades Dalton Knecht, Gabe Vincent, and a second-round pick, maintaining their core while enhancing their defensive capabilities tremendously. The Lakers could be open to trading Reeves for the right player, but they can hold on to him in this proposal, which sets them up strongly next year. After all, the Lakers only ranked 15th in defensive rating, and they can use a boost on that end, and it is obvious that there will be players who could lead this summer. The Pelicans, in return, receive Knecht, a promising rookie, and Vincent, a reliable guard whose contract expires after next season, $11,500,000. This trade offers New Orleans depth and potential future contributors. The second-round pick adds to their draft assets, allowing for further roster development, and the likely scenario for the Pelicans would be to go for an all-in tank. Lakers eyed trade for versatile $62 million former top 10 pick. The Los Angeles Lakers knew they needed to address their center position, particularly after acquiring Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. Working to appease their new superstar, the Lakers attempted to trade for Atlanta Hawks center Onyeka Okongwu. Okongwu, 24, is a Los Angeles native and was one and done at USC. The Hawks drafted him number 6 overall in the 2020 draft. According to ESPN's Dave McMenamin, the Lakers wanted to bring Okongwu home. McMenamin joined Fox Sports' Jason McIntyre on the Straight Fire podcast and said that the Lakers made contact with the Hawks around the 2025 trade deadline. The call came before LA's ill-fated acquisition of Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets. I actually assume he was one of the names on the list that Lakers general manager, Rob Pelinka, presented to Luka. Because I do know that the Lakers made a call to the Hawks around the trade deadline about Okongwu, McMenamin told McIntyre on May 22. Lob threat, athleticism, absolutely. Okongwu had a breakout 2024-25 season, averaging career highs of 13.4 points, 8.9 rebounds, and 2.3 assists. He also shot 32.4% from beyond the arc while developing his perimeter game on offense. He has already proven capable of defending traditional and mobile bigs. Bigger pivots have given him some trouble, though. Okongwu has also already been paid, entering year 2 of a 4-year, $61.9 million contract. Underscore 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 underscore. Onyeka Okongwu's Hawks teammate would have been perfect fit for Lakers. The Hawks elevated Okongwu into the starting lineup full-time this season. That adds context to the Lakers falling short on acquiring Okongwu. McMenamin said Okongwu's teammate would have been a perfect fit. In terms of being a perfect fit, maybe not, for Okongwu, McMenamin said. But they might not get a perfect fit, though, McMenamin told McIntyre. I think Clint Capella of 17-18 probably was perfect, but we're in 25-26 now. So, that's kind of the spot they're going to be in. That version of Capella was one of the league's up-and-coming lob threats. He led the NBA in field goal percentage and would lead in rebounding 3 seasons later. The 2024-25 version of Capella has trended downward for several seasons. He also has an injury history and is an unrestricted free agent this offseason. That only adds to Okongwu's importance to the Hawks. It could also strengthen the barrier the Lakers face to potentially persuading them to start with the former Trojan. The Lakers might be better served exploring other options this offseason, adding to the uncertainty they face. Underscore 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 underscore. Lakers urged to prioritize flexibility over big-name trade. McMenamin was leery of the Lakers overspending to attract a big-name player. He suggested that they instead start small and leave themselves the option to upgrade later. I am of the opinion to not go all in on someone like Brooklyn Nets center Nick Claxton at center, making $20 to $30 million, McMenamin told McIntyre. But they're going to have the taxpayer mid-level available to them, and I'd go out and try to get a guy at that level. And if he doesn't prove to be the best fit, make sure you hold on to one of your picks, and then you can try to pursue something come February. That position, you need to have it. But I don't know if that position, you absolutely need to have it start of training camp. You could get a player to fit that role, if he's the right guy, in February, and be ready and raring to go come April. Spotrac projects the taxpayer mid-level exception for 2025-26 at $5.7 million. Damian Jones of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Milwaukee Bucks big man Jericho Sims, and incumbent Jackson Hayes fit the lob threat label and earn around the taxpayer MLE. Rich Paul answers how many NBA seasons LeBron James has left in him. Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James has had a historic career over his 22 seasons in the NBA. He is the league's all-time leading scorer, with 4 MVP awards, 4 championships, and 4 Finals MVPs to his name. Additionally, he is a 21-time All-Star and a 20-time All-NBA selection, with the possibility of being selected for his 21st All-NBA team this season. In the 2024-25 season, James averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game. However, the Lakers faced an early exit in the playoffs, being eliminated by the Minnesota Timberwolves in just 5 games. This marks the second consecutive year the Lakers have been bounced in the first round in the same number of games. Rich Paul, James' longtime agent and friend, who manages Clutch Sports, appeared on The Rich Eisen Show to discuss various topics, including how long the 40-year-old intends to continue his career. Paul admitted that he is unsure about James' future plans. "I have no idea," Paul said. "Right now, I'm focused on this draft. Normally, our process is kind of weigh everything and see how he's feeling and those types of things. We know he's dealing with the knee thing. But yeah, same process that it's been for I don't know how many years." Paul said he doesn't have conversations with James about how long he will want to play. He said he goes into each season as if he will continue to play. Eisen then asked Paul how many more seasons he believed James could play. "I think physically he can play several more years," Paul said. "I don't think it's the physicality or physical aspect of it. I think it's where are you at mentally. I think with all of these guys, we put so much on the individual. There are a lot of layers to success as an individual." Paul mentioned that when it comes to a player like James, many decisions need to be made regarding the locker room dynamics and the overall roster. He believes that the Lakers' history, combined with the presence of a player like James, means they will face the best performance from every opposing team. Therefore, Paul feels that if James decides to return, he will want to ensure he is prepared to handle that challenge. James has not said anything concrete about his retirement.